My name is Maya. I am 23 years old, and this is the story of how I lost my best friend and learned the true meaning of trust. There was a time when my life felt complete. I had dreams, I had hope, and most importantly, I had someone I trusted more than anyone else in the world. Her name was Alina. We met when we were just children. I still remember that day clearly. I was sitting alone in class, quiet and nervous, not knowing anyone. Then she came and sat next to me with a small smile. That simple moment changed everything. From that day, we became inseparable. We walked to school together every morning, we shared our lunch, our homework, and slowly, we started sharing our lives. We told each other our secrets, our fears, and our biggest dreams. People around us used to say that we were like sisters, and honestly, that's exactly how it felt. I trusted her completely. I believed that no matter what happened in life, she would always be by my side. Years passed, but our bond stayed strong. We grew up together, supported each other, and made plans for the future. We used to sit for hours and talk about what we wanted to become. In my mind, she was not just my best friend, she was my safe place. But sometimes, life changes in ways you don't expect. At first, the changes were small, almost unnoticeable. She started replying late to my messages. She stopped calling me at night like she used to. When we met, she seemed distracted, like her mind was somewhere else. I asked her a few times if everything was okay, and she always said she was just busy. And I believed her. Because when you trust someone deeply, you don't question them. You don't imagine that they could hurt you. Then one day, something happened that changed everything. Our teacher announced a big project. It was an important competition, and the winner would get a scholarship and a chance to work with a top company. It was the kind of opportunity we had always dreamed about. Naturally, I was excited. I thought we would work on it together, just like we always did. But this time was different. She said she wanted to do it alone. That felt strange, but I didn't argue. I respected her decision and decided to focus on my own work. I spent days and nights working on my project. I gave it my full effort. I wanted it to be perfect. At some point, I shared my idea with her. I trusted her opinion. She listened carefully and told me it was really good. That made me happy. I felt confident. I had no idea that I was giving away everything. The day of the presentation finally arrived. I was nervous, but also proud of my work. I was ready. She went first. As she started speaking, something felt wrong. Her words sounded familiar. At first, I thought maybe it was just my imagination, but as she continued, I felt my heart sink deeper and deeper. She was presenting my idea. Every point, every explanation, it was exactly what I had shared with her. In that moment, everything inside me broke. I sat there in silence, unable to move, unable to react. The class was impressed, the teacher praised her, and everyone clapped, but I couldn't hear anything clearly. It felt like the world around me had gone quiet. When my turn came, my hands were shaking. My voice was weak. But what could I do? My idea was no longer mine. After the class, I went to her. I didn't shout, I didn't create a scene. I just asked one simple question. Why? She didn't look at me. She didn't deny it either. She just said she needed that opportunity. That answer hurt more than anything else, because it meant she made a choice. She chose success over our friendship. She chose herself over us. In that moment, I realized something painful. The person I trusted the most was the one who broke me. After that day, everything changed. We stopped talking. We stopped being part of each other's lives. It was like years of friendship disappeared in a single moment. The pain stayed with me for a long time. It wasn't just about the project. It was about the betrayal. It was about trust being broken in the worst possible way. I started questioning everything. I questioned our memories, our promises, even myself. I felt lost. But slowly, I began to understand something important. I couldn't let that pain control my life forever. So I started focusing on myself. I worked harder. I tried to rebuild my confidence. It wasn't easy, and it took time, but step by step, I became stronger. Months passed. I heard that she had won the competition. She got the scholarship, and for a moment it felt unfair. But then I heard something else. People didn't trust her anymore. Her success came with a cost, and slowly she started losing the respect she once had. One day, I saw her again. It was a quiet, rainy evening. She looked different, tired, alone. There was no confidence in her eyes anymore, just regret. She came to me and asked if we could talk. I agreed. She told me that she had lost everything, her friends, her reputation, even her sense of self. She said she was sorry, truly sorry. I listened to her quietly, and then I realized something surprising. I wasn't angry anymore. The pain that once felt so heavy was gone. I told her that I had hated her for a long time, but that hate only made my life worse. It didn't change anything. So I made a choice. I forgave her. Not because she deserved it, but because I deserved peace. She asked if we could be friends again, but this time my answer was different. I said no, because forgiveness doesn't always mean giving someone the same place in your life again. Some people teach you lessons, and then they leave. That day, I walked away feeling lighter, free from the past, free from the pain, and I learned something I will never forget. Trust is precious. Not everyone deserves it, and sometimes letting go is the only way to move forward. So if someone ever breaks your trust, ask yourself one question. Do you want to hold on to the pain, or do you want to find peace? Because in the end, forgiveness is not about them, it's about you.